Urdhva as an asana has a few features or principles that we must absorb. So, the arm, whether it goes by the side and up or whether it goes by the front and up, the upper arm or the bicep has to sit behind the ear where the temporal lobe is located, and we will see why. Suppose the arm falls forward, it will immediately shut the chest down. The cardiac region will depress. If the arm goes very much behind the ear, it will stimulate or overstimulate the lumbar, which is not necessary. So, firstly, the upper arm has to be lengthened in line with the side body. So, as if extending the side body, moving to the region of the outer armpit, we give a sharp extension, and here if we see, the natural alignment is that the upper arm sits just behind the ear. So, progressing through the length of the side body, through the lateral length of the side body, the natural alignment of the upper arm is where it sits by the side of the ear, and we needn't overarch beyond that. Even if in case the arm moves back, it is the upper arm that moves back. The forearm should not be thrown back, the forearm should resist forward, so that that linear alignment or the sanctity of that linear alignment is maintained. Now, so when we take our hands in Urdhva, the aspect of taking the arm up involves broadening the bottom ribs, broadening the middle ribs. As you can see, if I drop my arm, that closes. So, as the arm progresses to lengthen and sit by the side of the ear, the bottom middle ribs should expand, and this expansion combined with the lateral length of the spine deposits the upper arm behind the ear. This behind the ear with the extension is a trademark of Urdhva, which we must get. So, when the arms are away from the ear or the elbows are weak, you can be sure that for that person, the bottom middle ribs haven't expanded and the lateral extension of the spine hasn't been achieved. When I say lateral extension, I mean the sides of the body. Of course, the entire spine extends, but I'm particularly talking about the side of the body. You can be sure it hasn't been achieved. Similarly, when the arm comes in front of the chest, you know that the front face, the cardiac face, the front face of the chest is experiencing closure or a compressive state. So, the arm has to be behind the ear. If you are overthrowing the forearm, you know for sure the action is by pinching the lumbar. So, the alignment of Urdhva, expanding the lower middle ribs, extending the lateral side of the body and depositing the upper arm at the back of the ear when the forearm is absolutely straight is crucial, and here the hip needs to be fixed away from which the ribcage should lengthen, giving that classical length to the lower back, which is much needed for the lower back's alignment and integrity. We'll see more in the upcoming session.